Hey there, everybody. Welcome into Extra Time.
What the hell's that?
Well, if we're going to do it, we might as well do it well, right?
Do you want to do that again?
No.
No.
I can't see that again.
Hey.
I cannot see that again.
You never even pay attention to what I'm doing. What are you talking about?
Even by your standards, come on.
Sam, what's he doing?
It's Extra Time. We got to have a little bit of fun.
Can I take your power away? There you go.
Oh.
That's all right. We're gonna put that over here.
Once
Okay.
saw a guy
Now I just have no idea what's happening.
Once
I don't
saw-
even know.
Take
What?
this away.
Remember when you used to have a laptop?
Apparently, one guy opened up and the camera was on him and he went like that.
Really?
Not in our show, because
Oh, okay.
wouldn't be allowed.
Right.
You'd be dragged outside and
Really?
bad things would be done to you.
Okay.
Because that's just not acceptable, just
Okay.
nonsense like that.
They may
Right.
be done anyway.
Right. So next, when I get my notepad back, I should write in, don't do
No.
the chest.
Don't do that spinning around thing
No.
either. Yeah, cut that out right now.
But you thought it was a good idea. So when you were sitting today in your room, you
could've
thought, you know
thought,
what I'm
yeah,
gonna do today? I'm gonna spin into Extra Time and give it. Hey.
Can I be honest? I've been working on that since the last time I hosted Extra Time. I was like, well, what are we going to do? We're going to take it up a notch.
So you and Adrien have got something in common then?
Yeah, we have a lot in common.
Because he comes in early to work on his colony openers.
Adrien does love like long.
Well, and there's usually something really corny, but he had a really good one the other Thursday.
Oh, the Bate Borisov.
Oh, he wheeled that back one. That one in
Nothing
yesterday.
says Thursday like Bate Borisov.
Oh, he rolled that back out yesterday.
Did he?
Oh, he doubled down on Bate Borisov yesterday.
Fair play. Comes in at 11:30 in the morning to roll that.
Let's get to the questions, Craig. This
okay.
one.
Never mind.
Premier League still not the best with 4 teams in the quarterfinals of the Champions League? Question mark.
I don't get involved in best leagues chats if I can help it because it's really not a fair assessment.
A few years ago, when there were no Champions Leagues, no Premier League teams like in the semis or the quarters or whatever it was, the reason was that was proof that the Premier League was the best because the Premier League is so hard.
They were beating up on each other.
That's right.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden, the conversations come full circle, which is why I'm with Craig. I'm staying out.
How about the one where they're tired because of Boxing Day and the schedule?
Christmas break.
Christmas
Yeah.
break. Oh, but now they all go through. Oh, well,
Yeah.
hey, we're not tired this year. Not this year.
I really think people should just get on with enjoying their whatever league
Football,
it is.
correct.
Whatever league it is they enjoy and stop trying to make comparisons because, you know, they're all their own entities and, you know, they all drive their own business and you either watch it or you watch, you know, your own league. It's not.
So you don't fancy the Messi Ronaldo question that's next?
Oh, hit me with it.
Oh, God.
Oh, wait.
Much more detailed is actually our next question from Nadeem.
Let's do the pen as well.
Are you going to take my questions too? Since Sevilla have fired their coach, don't you think Mourinho... You see, people are just having fun. Do you think Mourinho should be interested in that job as he was raving about their squad being better than Manchester United's last year?
Hey!
Gab like that one.
Hey!
Let Gab have it.
Yeah,
was
what do you
very
think?
well
What do you
played.
think? What do you think?
He's not really asking the question. He's just taking pot shots at poor Mr. Mourinho, who's had to deal with the disappointment of getting fired from Manchester United and, you know, has been on this rather pathetic world tour of broadcasters where he pops up in a different country, talking in generalities because he's not allowed to talk specifically about his old job because then he'd have to give some of his payoff back. Look, you know, you made your joke, that's fine. If you want to turn it more serious, I would be intrigued to see Mourinho go back to basics, go back to what it was like even before Porto, to see him work with a team with very limited resources and see what he can do, see if he can build it back up. But you know what, I'd love to see every top coach go and do that. I'd love Pep Guardiola to do that. I'd love Ancelotti to do that. I'd love all these guys who've managed all these big clubs saying, all right, you've done it, you've won with big clubs. Can you go back, knowing what you've learned now, after 10, 15 years at the top, can you go back to a smaller club and do it again? Would you enjoy it? Would it stimulate you? I'd love to see that one day, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
Pep to Pescara, very well. More Mourinho in our next question. Jay wants to know, would Mourinho be exactly what PSG need to move to the next level in Champions League? He would be looking for a club at their level, and they do need a manager at his level. Jules, this sounds like it's right up your alley.
Just leave us alone. Don't try to bring Mourinho to our club. Just leave us alone.
Just a little. Like
Demar has the next question. Why does ESPN no longer do player ratings for Arsenal? Does that mean you guys...
Well, it's Thursday. I was off. I'm not. It's not
you guys no longer consider them a big club? Yeah, we have a committee that just sits around here. And
Wait, hold on. Yeah.
We kind of decide week to week who's in the big club. That's Shaka Hislop.
Whether you're determined, whether you're a big club or not, is all determined by whether we do rankings for you.
So
player ratings, not even rankings. Player
So
ratings.
What happens is, all the big execs at this company, this global company, come in on a Thursday morning and say, right, top of the list today of what we need to do is are we doing Arsenal player ratings?
Is Arsenal a big club or not?
Is Arsenal what rights should we go after? No, that's not. We're not going to talk about rights and the billions of pounds. What we're going to talk about, let's screw up the Arsenal fans by not putting player ratings in. There you go.
Yeah.
There's a big decision.
Mark wants to know.
Maybe people are paranoid, aren't they?
Yeah, or like insecure or paranoid, something in there, right?
Insecure, yeah.
Mark wants to know, thoughts on this Lewandowski stat. Robert Lewandowski has failed to score in 7 consecutive Champions League knockout games. # Bayern exits.
Well, he didn't get much support, did he?
Gab, what do we make of that stat?
7 consecutive games. So, what, he hasn't scored since... He didn't score this season in the 2 games they played this season, and he didn't score last season in the knockout rounds? Is that basically what we're talking about?
Yeah. Not scoring in big games.
Largely irrelevant. He scores in other big games. He scored in big games in the past. I mean, like, honestly, statistical variance. Like, if a striker goes, I think it was Cristiano Ronaldo this season before his hat trick. Oh, look, he'd only scored 1 goal in 7 games, right? 6 group games, and you figure in the group it should be easier to score. And he didn't score in the first leg at the Wanda Metropolitano. So 1 goal in 7 games. Yeah, that's it. Ronaldo's finished. He can't score in Europe anymore, can he? Even though, of course, he's been the Champions League top goal scorer for 6 consecutive years, and then he goes and he scores a hat trick against Wanda. Look, Bayern have a lot of problems, a lot of positions they need to upgrade and replace. Robert Lewandowski, I think, right now, is not one of Bayern's most pressing problems.
All right, next question seems like it's earmarked for Sid.
You're not going to say anything, Gab, that Ronaldo was playing against Wanda?
I'm trying to move this. I'm trying to move this guy. We're going to start parsing.
All right, go ahead.
Sid, Eder Militao to Real Madrid. Who's going to sit, Ramos or Varane? Or will he be a bench warmer? What do you think about Real Madrid's new signing?
That's the question, isn't it? I mean, Real Madrid trying to improve the squad, but you look at this and you think, at least in the immediate short term, this doesn't look like a signing that necessarily changes the quality of the team. Although I wonder if there's a possibility that we'll have some movement over the summer with Sergio Ramos. I don't think so, because I think it's very difficult to get him out of there. I think this is more a signing for the future. And bear in mind, this year Madrid have definitely suffered for a lack of centre backs. You know, the first 2 are Ramos and Varane. Sure, that's fine, but they've had virtually nothing in reserve.
Next up for Gab, Inter Milan out of the Italian Cup and Europa League. Do you think Spalletti is done at Inter, and how long will you celebrate if he is gone?
Well, first of all, I just said I think Nacho is now taking you off his Christmas list. But look,
he's been injured for quite a lot this season,
though. Many issues. That's fine, but still, come on, man, poor guy. But Spalletti, he's one of many problems at Inter. The nice thing about Spalletti is that he's one of the easier problems to replace or to fix, because you don't have to worry about somebody else taking him. You can just go and fire him. And I think, despite Marotta came out in support, because there are rising rumors that if they get the rear ends handed to them in the derby, he may go. I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to wait till the summer. But there's no question that I don't think Spalletti's, he's exhausted all the sporting capital he came in with many of his decisions, the insistence on Perisic, the backing Perisic, the continued snarky comments, little giggles about Mauro Icardi and his issues, certainly not helpful. Maybe true, but certainly not helpful. And I think if there's one guy who's jumped the shark, it's him.
Final question.
Yes.
Has to do with PSG for Jules. PSG and Rabiot. How did it get this bad? Is his attitude really the cause, or have PSG badly mishandled the situation? It was bad, and it seems to have only gotten worse in recent days, yeah?
Yeah, I think both are to blame. The club, who seems to be the only club treating a player out of contract in the summer who doesn't want to renew his deal there in that way. And we've seen him with other players right now, under Herrera, United, for example, or Aaron Ramsey at Arsenal. But Adrien Rabiot's attitude hasn't helped at all, from being late to team meetings, from being very difficult to deal with on a daily basis, from, going out in nightclubs, for example, after the game against United, where he didn't play because he's been banned from playing with the first team. So I think all in all, both are to blame, but it doesn't reflect well on the club, and I think it doesn't reflect well on Rabiot either.
All right.
You made it.
I made it.
Without taking notes and everything.
You're going to do a little spin around to say goodbye?
Would that make you happy?
No, it's about you.
No.
It's about you. Huh? But you got to nail it, though.
You got to nail it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll be back tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
FA Cup, I'm sure we'll touch on that.
Millwall, Brighton.
Rugby tomorrow.
Oh, rugby?
Yeah.
Who's
Football's taking a back burner tomorrow.
Who's playing?
So you better get watching.
Yeah. I've been watching the Six Nations.
No, you watch the football, I'll watch the rugby.
Okay. Very well.
England v Scotland, and then the big one in the morning is Wales v Ireland. In the
Wales
Six
had the big
Nations.
upset last time, right?
It's the final. What do you mean?
Didn't they have a big upset, Wales? Didn't they beat England? And it was...
It's not a big upset.
Oh, I thought
Wales are a good side.
I thought it was a historic...
I'll explain it to you all.
Okay.
It's very good. It's a very interesting sport.
If you want to participate in the conversation, you have to have a historical background.
We won't mention France and Scotland's performances, particularly Scotland.
Okay.
France, Julien's team.
Come do your spin.
We'll...
Where's the spin?
There's the spin. I'm spinning right now. So you
He didn't work on a reverse spin.
No.
He only been working on his forward spin. That's what it is.
We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, I guess.